I thought that I would record what's been happening or what will be happening in my transformation of the apartment and how it is now. When I moved back from Maritza's at the end of, in April, the place was filthy and I had to move lots of furniture. So it's a bit tidier. This is not how it was. And for example, I have the fridge in the living room and I use this space for my yoga practice, and I have all my yoga gear, and there's a little corner. And I cleared furniture here so that I could use the wall here for for yoga practice, do headstands. Still after 30 years, I can't do an unsupported headstand. We moved the units into this front room. This will be the kitchen when it's redone. The design is finished. They're waiting for my money to come through, which is taking forever because we missed a cut-off date for a financial payment run on the 25th of every month. So I've had to wait 6 weeks before money comes through. The Spanish can't understand that because probably nobody's saved for 40 years to finance their pension. But anyway, yeah, it's a bit of a mess. I haven't got upper shelving space. It's a light room, it's nice, it'll be a great kitchen. And this wall here will go, so it'll be open right the way through. So where the fridge is, this will just be open out and all the units come in this part of the room. Yeah, it works in a way. It'll be nice when it's done. The bathroom was finished. There are still holes like this in the wall, and there are delightful bits like this plug here, which is just hanging, and all the electrics. This will have a false ceiling. That's how they left it. They said they couldn't have the man to come and do the techo, so they've just left it. Haven't come back to me, nothing. Fernando Valencia has just completely abandoned me, so goodness knows what's happening. So they left on, what was it, 14th of March or something, saying that they couldn't get perlita, the covering for the walls, and that was it. When they were allowed to come back, I contacted him and he hasn't replied. I've heard nothing, but it works as a bit of a utility room. It's actually not too bad. I use the ironing board in here, and I also have my larder, so I have got a bit like a kitchen in an old stately home in the UK. The sink, again, it works. It's low. They could have raised it up. I wanted it underneath the window next door, but it's okay, it'll do. And this bit here will be a small cloakroom with wash basin and toilet. They've put the water heater above here and left an awful lot of gunk behind here. And this will be filled in, and there'll be a window in this space here. It was a bit chilly in the winter, but it's quite nice and fresh now in the summer. Yeah, so, and this bit is where it all started. They actually didn't finish the job properly, and the people in the apartment below, when they came back after confinamiento, again sort of March, April time, found it was still leaking. So Fernando did come back then and they finished it off, but it's left like this. I hope it's not leaking. I've asked how it's going down in the apartment below, but Monsi and Juan haven't come back to me. It seems to be a characteristic of people here that they just ignore you. I find the Spanish very impolite, very rude, most of the time. Anyway, today is the 5th of July. Greg got him his tarot reading, said this was the first day of the rest of my life. I've got to organise now getting furniture and pieces into a trastero so that I can empty as much as possible out of here, and sort me out. I would love to stay in the apartment below, but I've heard nothing from them. I will maybe call. I've asked Luis if I can move back to the place Ronda Caracol for a couple of months. We'll see about that, or I can ask my flamenco teacher Esther Tal, who has an apartment where I moved in when I first came, and maybe I can stay there. So we shall see. So day 1, 5th of July, and this is how it is now.